So, what car has an AMG 6-liter twin-turbo V12 engine? Here's another hint. It came out in 2022, is an Italian hypercar, and rhymes with Pagani UTOPIA. No, it is not the Ferrari SP3. That has a 6.5-liter NA V12, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't rhyme with Pagani UTOPIA. I'm talking about the Pagani UTOPIA. The Pagani UTOPIA is the best looking car that has come out in the 20s so far. The founder of Pagani, Horacio Pagani, has released 3 main models, and all of them have been strikingly perfect. Mr. Pagani worked for Lamborghini as a composite expert and actually worked on the Lamborghini Countach 25th anniversary and the composites for the Diablo. During his tenure, he proposed carbon tech to Lamborghini, but was rejected. That rejection led him to leave and start Pagani Composites research in 1988. 4 years later, he created Pagani Automobili. His vision of art and science makes him the Da Vinci of the automotive industry. His first car was the Pagani Zonda Z12 that came out in 1999, and it was spectacular. It sounded like an F1 car with its 6-liter AMG V12 engine, and it instantly became an icon. It looked better than any Ferrari and was faster than any Lamborghini. I mean, it had 750 horsepower and did 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds. That's just insane. And it had a top speed of 233 miles per hour. Pagani made many different trims of the Zonda, such as the S, the R, the L, and like 100 other. Okay, it wasn't 100, but it was a ton. I mean, they were shooting them out like rabbits. It was crazy. Anyways, in 2011, they made arguably a better car, the Pagani Huayra. Again, it had a 6-liter V12 from AMG, but this time it was twin turboed, so it sounded even better. The Huayra was a calmer car, but only on the outside and sort of the inside if you're looking at the interior. The bodywork was just incredibly beautiful. And the inside was like you were sitting in a TARDIS that was designed by Pharrell Williams and Steve Jobs. But if you look past those leaf-like side mirrors and that wonderfully shaped exhaust, you find that it's a breathtakingly quick race car. In fact, on a sort of famous car show many years back, it actually topped the lap time board that they had, beating the Ariel Atom by nearly 2 seconds, which is just insanely quick. Both the Zonda and the Huayra are incredible hypercars. And they were made for people who love to spend millions and millions of dollars on cars just to drive. They are drivers' cars. Not only that, but they've been rejecting the modern route for hypercars. They haven't hybridized or electrified their cars. They don't have massive screens or complex options. It's just a dignified, posh feel that is completely timeless. Now, with most companies, after this long winning streak, they would make another car and completely mess everything up. But Pagani didn't actually do that. In fact, they developed this new car for 6 years and surveyed longtime owners to see what they wanted. Now, this was a good play because most likely the longtime owners are gonna buy a new car because they have so much money. These wealthy people said they wanted a manual transmission option, less weight, old school rawness, and more emotion, less digital. These were the ingredients for the perfect driver's car. This new car was the cleanest Pagani yet. There was no active aero, and the bodywork was inspired by 1950s and 1960s Italian coach builders. And that titanium quad exhaust is just wonderful to stare at. The interior has no screens, except for one like tiny screen that has driver info, but it's fully analog dials, which are hand machined from aluminum and titanium. Now, I've machined stuff in my day, but I cannot imagine hand machining things and making them look good. With a CNC machine, sure, but hand machine, that's incredible. But most importantly, out of all the options Pagani gave, it had a gated manual, a beautiful gated manual. And this new car that they developed over 6 years and asked all these rich people about, they named the Pagani UTOPIA. It has an AMG 6-liter V12 twin turbo engine made specifically for Pagani. There was no electrification, which is crazy because it came out in 2022. It made 864 horsepower and 811 foot-pounds of torque, which is incredibly fast. Not only that, is it only weighed 2,800 pounds, which is just insane for a car with an engine that big. You can choose between a 7-speed manual or a 7-speed automated manual, and has hydraulic steering for peer feedback. It has a top speed of 220 plus miles per hour and is estimated 0 to 60 time of 2.9 seconds, which is not as fast as the other two cars. But that wasn't the point. The point was experience. To make something that made you feel special, to give you an authentic driver experience. It hit the right spot too, because they only made 99 units and all of them sold out like immediately. So unfortunately, if you had an extra 2.5 million that you wanted to buy one, you're not gonna be able to. What I'm trying to say is that the Utopia is just, it's a feat of craftsmanship. It's a rebellion of modernity and a statement of pure emotion for people with at least $2.5 million. And with that huge price tag, would I buy one? No. Is what I would say if I was delusional and dull. But in fact, I'm not. This car is actually my all-time favorite car ever released. Like, this thing is just perfect. It's beautiful. It's analog. It is perfect. And so it deserves its spot on the buy board. I wish I had a whole other category for it. It should be like up here on the ultra buy spot, because of course it's a buy. I mean, who wouldn't buy a $2 million hypercar? You definitely wouldn't buy a $4 million hypercar, but $2 million, sure, why not? So yes, I would buy it. Unfortunately, I don't have $2.5 million to spend on a hypercar, but if I did, I would buy it. Next episode, we're gonna talk about the replacement for the Lamborghini Huracan, the hybrid V10 successor. I'll see you there.